Hello, everyone. Welcome to your reading today. We are using Healing Energy Cards 1 and 2. This is a Temple of Balance deck from Australia. Leanne Peters. She's an artist. I highly suggest checking out her um, her decks, and I have three of her decks and her artwork. She has a gallery in Australia. So let's take a look. We are going to look at what it is that we need to know for our highest good. So I like to shuffle my decks. These decks are pretty big. They're like the size of my hand. So I like to turn these decks sideways whenever I shuffle them. But let's see what it is. We are just doing a guidance reading for the collective. Let's see what it is today that we could use to help just get us along on our journey today, right? Help us to navigate these energies and purpose and people and everything that, comes our way. Let's just see what we can do to really just help us to move forward positively, right? Okay, so I feel like that one wants to come. Okay, so let's see. Put this one here. I'm gonna pull this one also for like a closing, and I think like that one wants to come. All right, so we have reflections. Everything is coming together. Trust in the bigger picture and what is happening behind the scenes. Be patient. See the pieces fall into place. All right, so when we have the reflection card, right, we sometimes like the reflection can be distorted. I always think of when I see this card, I always think of the children's story of the little dog that has the bone, and he's greedy in this story. He's like kind of greedy, and he goes and he gets his bone, and then he is going over the bridge and he looks into the water and he sees his reflection, and the dog in the reflection has a bone, and he starts to growl, and his greed, gets the best of him, and when he growls he barks and he drops the bone into the water and he loses his bone, and then he also realizes that it wasn't another dog either. It was just his reflection, right? So this card is reminding you to be mindful. There could be somebody in your energy that is really trying to reflect on you, that is really trying to kind of like imitate you or send negative energy your way because they can't be you, but they want to be you, right? So you might notice that some things just don't add up, some things just don't make any sense. And that's because you're being authentic. So you're able to tell what is off and what's not right because you're being authentic, right? You're not copycatting anything. You're just kind of doing your own thing. And so you're going to pick up on this energy. You're going to start noticing spirit's going to even show you little signs here and there of things that just don't make any sense. So you're going to know that there's a copycat out there. And but the reflection thing, here's the thing. You're not looking in the water, right? Let's go back to like the dog and the bone. Right? You're not looking in the water to become um jealous or envious, right? You're happy. You got your bone. You're just minding your own business. You go over the bridge and you just keep on going. Right? You don't bother stopping. You don't bother looking in the water. You don't get upset with the reflection of another dog. Like you are aware in your mind, you are aware that you're in your own lane. You're doing your own thing. You're happy for everybody doing their own thing around you. You have what you need. You have your you even have what you want, right? You don't need a bone, right? But you were given it by the universe. And so it's like a want, right? So you're happy that you got something that fulfills you. So you're minding your own business, you're doing your own thing, and you're on your own path, right? Meanwhile, there's this other energy coming in that is just like not on that path. Envious, desiring your energy, well aware of the energy that you're carrying. And instead of them trying to increase their energy, become more of their own authentic self, they would prefer to try to steal yours or try to reflect back on you. But it's not going to affect you. This is not going to have anything to do with you. Everything's going to work out accordingly on its own with divine timing. And it has nothing to do with you because you're not even participating in this. Like this is an energy that is being projected at you by somebody else's actions towards you. But you yourself are not a part of this energy. You're not trying to reflect anything, project anything. You're just being authentically you. So you're going to see this come together, and you're going to see exposure, and you're going to have clarity in this situation, right? And then you're going to be able to decide who stays, who goes, who doesn't belong in your energy, that kind of thing. You also have a reset coming in. So a chance to start over. An opportunity exists now, the unknown, the void, fresh start, potential, the blank canvas. Anything is possible. Be proactive. Okay, so the universe is coming in with a chance for you to really take your energy back and just walk in your true authentic calling, your true self. Right? You're going to have the chance to really show up in a way that you have always wanted to, but maybe there was obstacles and things around you that were unfair, and those things caused you to not be able to really show up in the way that you wanted to 100%, right? You might have felt like because of your focus on certain things, you lost a lot of time or energy. The universe basically is coming in and saying, listen, because of these energies that you were even, there was like these energies were out of your hands, out of your control. And because of these energies, we're putting a stop to things, we're changing things, and we're going to reset time and space for you. We're going to give you that chance to come back in and truly bloom and be who you're meant to be. Yeah, a new vibration. Keep your idea rooted in reality. Ground, connect, new vibrations coming in. You are the one who must do the action, nurturing, and follow through. Okay, so this is a reset coming in for you, but you can't just like sit there and just be like, okay, well, the universe is going to pour into me everything, and but yet feel like you don't have to do any of the work either. But I don't feel like this is you. I feel like you are a worker regardless, and that this new vibration, it's just going to come in and it's just going to elevate you calmly. You're not going to have to struggle here. You're not going to have any more struggles when it comes to happiness, peace, abundance, love, connections, good people in your energy, good energy, right? Good surroundings, right? Your ideas are going to be protected. They're going to be valued. You're going to have people in your energy that are also going to have these ideas. They're also going to want to work with you, collaborate with you. Uh, you're just going to have people that are finally going to align with you. You have went through life with people who either envied you, or they silently despised you, or they idolized you to the point where they didn't want to do it themselves, but they just wanted to just have that like, oh, it it must be nice kind of energy. Um, or you had people that literally wanted to just like come in with a negative energy and just make you feel like you were unable to be anything productive. You were not good enough, right? So those people, this reflection, like it's gone. Like you're no longer that reflection. You no longer fit into what these people are trying to do. You're no longer a part of that. you've done the inner healing. You've done it in a lot of it in silence. So they didn't even realize what you were doing because you didn't tell anybody. You just showed up for yourself and source, God, creator, and you just did a lot of it in silence. And because of that, you vibrated away from this energy. You literally vibrated these people out of your life. You also raised your frequency to the point where you expose these people to source, because source sees frequency, understands when somebody is elevating, and they can see the blocks that are interfering whenever you're really trying. So you expose these people as well, like in the spiritual world, in your physical world, right? So now you have this new reset coming in and this new vibration, and all you have to do is just stay grounded, stay connected to your heart space, keep showing up like you're doing, right? Don't expect to see the physical before the spiritual. Remember, you're going to get the spiritual download before you get like the physical connection. So, pay attention to yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Um, keep doing the action, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it, because that action is what's giving momentum for the universe to work with, right? Whatever it is that the universe wants you to do, it requires you physically to do it. Like they can help you spiritually, but it requires you physically to show up. So definitely make sure that you are showing up, and you're putting forth the effort to make this situation happen, because you're doing your part, right? And then unfolding time, past events, move out of time locks of the past. Let things unfold, move and heal. Release the hurt, see the bigger picture, unlock yourself. Okay, so again, we have this whole reflection coming back, right? And you're being told to unfold all of that. Let it go, right? It's none of your concern what these people choose to do behind your back. Right? It is none of your concern what their intentions or beliefs or envy, whatever energy they're choosing to carry. It's such a low vibrational energy that it doesn't serve you any purpose to even look their way or even try to understand their concept. You're not going to be able to understand where they're coming from because it's such a darker energy than what you hold in your heart. So all you can really do is just wish these people healing, wish them to find love with the creator, divine source, um, wish them a path of understanding, and disconnect your energy from this situation, right? It says past events move out of the time locks of the past. Yeah, as you elevate your energy, as you transform your heart space and become who you are meant to be, you are no longer going to resonate with these people, and they're not going to have access to you, because one, you're not going to want that energy around you, and two, the universe is going to say, listen, no, you've done your part. You don't belong on this timeline. You don't belong in this frequency area. You need to do the work if you want to be here. And there, so the universe itself is going to separate these people from your space, and you're also going to heal to the point where none of this affects you anymore. You're going to heal to the point where they can't use anything against you, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. Their words have no value. Their words are going to fall empty on ears that no longer care to hear, on hearts that don't want to listen to that gossip or low frequency or betrayal, anything like that, right? They're going to be talking to people, and their people's going to close their hearts on them as well. They're going to be like, okay, this person just needs to stay away from me too, right? They're going to find these people are going to find themselves in a space by themselves until they do the healing they need to do to get out of where they are, right? So, and the universe is moving you because you have a purpose. So the universe is moving you, and as the universe is moving you, you're unlocking everything you need to unlock to see the bigger picture to this whole situation. right? You're not going to get stuck in their spider web. You're not going to allow yourself to get all wrapped up and be stuck in the web that they made for you. Instead, you're going to see the web, move away from the web, and not return to their plans. And in their they're going to be in their own situation, because you're able to look at this picture and you're able to see that this is a person that is very, very unhealed, has a lot of issues going on. It has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your situation. You're not going to give your energy away. You're not going to feed into this, right? And that's also going to help you to unlock yourself, to release this situation, and to send love, because there's nothing wrong with what you did. You weren't the problem. You were the dog that had the bone that just kept going and was grateful and gratitude and was in your own lane, right? So you're not the one that caused any of this, and it wasn't your problem to solve. And you're not going to dwell in this energy. You're not going to let this energy get the best of you. It is what it is, and you're going to heal from it, and you're going to move on, right? And then creation, yes, create something, blank canvas. Potential, a window of opportunity exists. Welcome it into your life, increasing confidence, practice, and make. So again, that comes in with the reset and the new vibration, right? You are going to have, the universe is going to give you that chance to really make up for lost time, anything that you may have put before yourself. Like, you are a giver. You're someone who may have put many, 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 many people before you. You may have really put yourself on the back burner because you knew what it was like to struggle and to have pain and to survive, and so, like, you were just, the one that pulled yourself together for everyone else. And now the creator source spirit is coming in saying it's your time. It is your time to love yourself and to create the life that you truly want to live from here on out, right? And for some of you, you might leave a legacy. You might leave a permanent mark in history. You might also create something that you can pass down to your family, to your children. So large and looming, the scale may seem overwhelming intensity. Step out of your comfort zone. Practice, get the task complete. Conquer this. Hard work, commitment. Okay, so this card is all about connection to source, connection to self, going deeper. It's almost like it gives you that, like, onion kind of. The first image I get is an onion, where you have to keep peeling the layers, right? You just got to keep peeling and keep peeling and when you are doing, like, self-healing, self-love, when you're coming out of something that really tried to take you down and wanted to take everything from you. One of the things that you have to do is you have to go through layers. Those layers that you're going through, they are really not just changing you, but they're changing your purpose. They're changing your path. They're changing the lives that you are affecting. It could be the lives of people that you're married to, your children, your family, your friends. It's causing such a huge ripple effect that when you do this, people around you, they have the choice to either elevate or exit, right? Some of people are going to exit your life because you are determined to get to the core of this energy, right? So you are determined that you're going to go through these layers. It don't matter how hard they're going to be. It don't matter how tough they're going to be to take off. You're going to show up and you're going to keep going through each and every layer until you get to the center core. Right? You have made this commitment, and it's intensity, right? Um, you have definitely stepped out of your comfort zone. You have became a person that you many, many years ago may not even realize you were going to become, and you may not even recognize. If somebody would have said, "Oh, you're going to be this, this, and this in the future," you might have been like, "There's no way. Like, there's no way I would ever do that." And here you are, and it's because you came out of your comfort zone in order to take on in order to take on this process that you're going through, because it's going to be different for each of you, but in order for you to do this, you had to come out of your comfort zone. You had to stand alone for a lot of it. You had to go inward, face things, go through things, allow source to just remold you, right? For some of you, you may have been so broken from whatever it was that has happened to you, that you just basically gave yourself to God, creator, source, and said, here I am, do whatever you need to do to help me, to fix me, to whatever. And so you've been walking this journey with the great creator. You have been, getting given a new heart, a new life, a new beginning. And for many of you, this could be a new love for yourself, a new love for life. um, some of you may have went through dramatic healing from your physical body to your mental body to your emotional body. Like, there could be a lot in this energy here. And you're finishing what you started. You are showing up, and you're committed, and the universe sees that. And so do your enemies. They all see that how committed you are. So you got like all these people coming in, trying to do whatever they can to stop you, but they're not succeeding. All they're doing is showing you how powerful you are when you have 100% faith and trust in source, when you know that you are loved and cared for, and that you are here for a greater purpose than what you understand. And when you give everything to the creator, to the hands of the creator, you are giving up full control. And when you give up full control of yourself, your understanding, your outcomes, your energy, your ability to do, when you just say, I don't know if I can do it here, I give it to you. And then source has everything to work with then, because you're not standing in the way of anything. And then you can be put back together in ways that whoever was trying to tear you apart can't even begin to fathom the idea of what's going on, right? And they definitely can't come in and do anything to stop you, because the energy that you're vibing with is not yours alone. It is the creator working through you, working with you. It is the divine hand on your life. It is your spirit team, your ancestors seeing that you are the one taking on the devotion to make this happen, right? You're the one that says it stops with me, and you're stepping into the fire 100%, and you're facing everything that many people would have ran from. And because of that, your energy is not just your own, but you walk with a force that has other energy with you. And so whoever's trying to come against you, they don't understand the depths of your protection and the devotion of your love, and the love that you are receiving for doing what you're doing. So anything that comes against you is just simply going to show you how strong you truly are, how strong you are with the forces working with you, and how God, creator, source, spirit team can do anything, even when you don't think it's possible. So they're just helping you. They're helping you to strengthen yourself. They're helping you to transform. They're helping you to go beyond your understanding of faith, love, devotion, to a point where it's like not even like able to be put into words, right? You just know what you know because you're experiencing it. And you're experiencing it because they're putting you through it. And you're just kind of like going with the flow, because you know that you're protected and you're supported. And so no matter what they do, it's going to come back on them, because spirit sees all. So it's going to come back on them, but eventually they're going to be the ones that get tired of coming against you, because you have support and love and protection. They do not, because of what they're doing. They do not. So it's going to come back on them, unfortunately, but that's not your problem. Your problem is getting to the core of this onion, which is very, very hard. So the work that you are doing, it is highly, um, commendable because it is not easy, and it is a path that not many would want to walk because it's just easier not to. And as you do so, you are acquiring the acceleration, right? The green light turns on go, action, movement, change, productivity. A door opens, synchronistic events. Everything is lining up. Trust in the flow. So when you get to the center of this onion, which I think is going to be a surprise. Like I think you're going to think like, oh, I still got like six more layers to go to, and universe source creator is going to be like, nope, you're there. It's gonna bloom from the inside and force the rest of the layers to just break open themselves, right? I feel like that's gonna happen. Like I feel like there's something also going on the inside, and so as you are taking off the layers, it's just doing it, doing it, doing it to the point where it's going to break open from the inside as well, and it's like the outside source is going to meet the inside source, and then that's going to connect, and when that connects, you're going to have the acceleration, you're going to have the things coming in on such a rapid pace, and the door is going to open and things are going to move for you, and there's just going to be so much synchronicity that you're just going to know. Well, you already know, but you're gonna know that it's all God, source, creator, spirit team, ancestors, all working for you, right? But because of because of the way everything's gonna come in, everybody else is gonna know too. You're going to be a walking description of true, authentic faith, of going all in and just giving it to God, giving it to source, trusting, right? And going all in with yourself and just trusting yourself that you have what it takes, and whatever you don't have, source will provide. And you're just you're going to show everybody a totally different understanding of what we are capable of being, doing, and overcoming, right? And when this flow comes in, it's going to be breathtaking. It's going to be overwhelming, but it's going to be a good overwhelming. But you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. You're going to be doing things. Um, yeah, you're going to be busy because a lot of people are going to want to be engaged in this energy and be engaged with you, and they're going to want to be engaged with you in a good way, though, a really, really, really good way. Like you're not going to have the energies that you do now, you're not going to have the people around you that you do now. Everything's going to shift, and those people are source is not going to let those people come near you if they do not have good intentions and they simply just want to hurt you, or they just want to see you fail. You're going to be protected from that energy, right? But you're definitely going to move out of this um, situation that you're in, and you're moving into a brand new alignment, and it's going to be busy. So be prepared to be busy. All right, thank you so much for being here. I hope this has helped you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.